Oops. All right, we should be Gucci, bro.
All right, good, good, awesome. Glad that everybody's here on the call with us. To start off, I like to ask everyone to turn on their videos. If you're at work or doing something super busy, that's cool, but really want to be able for us to connect on a higher level as a group and really be present. So if you all could turn on your cameras, appreciate that. Awesome. Beautiful faces everywhere. I love it. I love the beautiful faces. Just try to make that connection, so we can really, bring this group together as a unit, as a team, as individuals, but really growing for a bigger purpose. So we're doing this call a little different. We're not going over any trading unless Abby has something different. But she really wanted me to go on and kind of talk about what we were able to talk about yesterday, kind of on our inner circle call, and it was really about developing as a team. So I kind of want to, I don't want to be too long-winded with this, but I want to give a little insight into me and why I truly believe that a team is really the best thing out here, and why it's truly important to have a great team supporting you, around you, and staying close to the campfire. So if you guys don't know, my name is Joshua Gordon. I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin originally. Um, Always been a hard worker. I learned that from my parents, from my father. He worked numerous jobs just to make sure that we were okay. And I always believed if I put in that hard work in the long run, I would be successful. I would have what I want. So when I was younger, the goals were NFL or to be a doctor. That was the only things on the table, and that's what it was going to be. So that's what I pursued all through high school and all through college. And I was able to get there. High school, doing great in school, allowed me to get an education where I got a scholarship to play football in college. Where if I didn't get that scholarship, I don't know if I would be played. I didn't have a lot of looks, so if I didn't have that academics there with me, then this story could have been over before it got started. So ended up going to college, playing football, and being a part of some great teams in high school and college. I can actually count in 10 years of high school and college football, I actually only lost 8 games, or my teams only lost 8 games. It's not a testament to me. It's a testament to the team and what can be accomplished when everybody comes together and is working on the same page. Um, so after my senior year of football, um, I dropped out of school actually because the goal, as I said, was NFL then doctor, not doctor NFL, and I started training. Went back home. Actually, I was training with like JJ Watt. If some of you are familiar with him, and a couple months with him and some other NFL players. So it was a great experience. Ended up getting the opportunity to go play on the Kansas City Chiefs. They picked me up after free agency, and it was a great experience. I was really learning in the system. I'm like, yes, I'm getting this down. I'm gonna be the next one. And a couple days into camp, the coach calls me into his office, and I'm like, oh, this ain't good. And but he just called me in, and we're having a conversation. And at the end of the conversation, I don't know if you guys are familiar with football or like players in football, but like Michael Jordan is like kind of the greatest in basketball. So Lawrence Taylor is like the greatest defensive end in football. So he comes in, and that's what I was known for. I was known for my pass rush. So the coach brings me in the office, and he tells me, "You're no Lawrence Taylor. You will never be Lawrence Taylor. Don't pursue this forever." And that hurt. I got hit in the face. I'm like, I come out here, I spend my whole life, to dominate, to play football. And all of a sudden this coach is telling me, nah, you're not gonna be you're not gonna do it. 2 days after that, they sent me home. So I'm like, what's going on? I put in all this work. I get off the plane and my mom's like, "You going back to school?" Talk about two kicks in the gut. Like, like I'm pursuing my goals here, and people are telling me you're not going to get it done. You're not good enough. You don't have what it takes to accomplish it, right? So I ended up going back to school. I mean, I agree with my mom, but I just didn't appreciate right when I got off the plane. She said, "You going back to school?" When I had been putting in so much work in football, months and months of work. So I ended up going back to school, and it was one of the hardest semesters that I ever had, because I was just at this point I was no longer a student athlete. I was just a student, and I got caught up in typical student college activities, I guess, the drinking, the partying, the drugs, this, that, and the other. I was able to, keep my GPA, within range. So I was able to graduate, but it was my worst GPA ever in school. And, I think that is a testament to, I was just out there on my own. I was just in school, I didn't have any structure really. It was just me. Um, so 2 weeks before I graduated, I got a call from this coach down in Arizona, and he asked me, if I wanted to play for this team, the Arizona Rattlers, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be excited. I'd love to get back in the game. I want to be back on the team atmosphere. I want to be back on the team environment. I don't know how many of you guys actually play sports, but honestly, there's nothing quite like a team environment when people come together, despite all their differences. I think something I actually wrote down is the strength of the team is the diversity of the team, and I've seen that in so many different situations where people from all over, from different backgrounds, none of that matters, and we're dealing with all this in the world today, where everybody's dealing with these differences, and can't handle that someone is different, or can't accept that someone is different. It goes about things differently. So when I was able to see that, people from all over the U.S. Came together on this team, and we had 4 months. So we was a new team in this league. We came into the league, and nobody really expected anything. Just picked up a bunch of players from all over the place, and we started the season 4-4. It was tough, but that was honestly the best team I've ever been on, because we came into that league 4-4, but we never lost focus. We never lost faith in what we could do as a team and as individuals. And after that 4-4 start, we ended up going 10-0, winning the championship. And that is honestly one of the proudest moments of my life, because we came into a league that was put together where the previous champion had won the last 5 championships. So this team had been together for 7-8 years, and a group of individuals who were together for 4 months were able to come together, believe in each other, trust each other. It took growing pains. It took a process to get it done. When we were going through those 4-4 losses, it was some people were going down, didn't believe in us. There was all talks around the league, they can't get it done. But we knew as a unit that we were unstoppable. We just had to get it right. We just didn't quite get it right. And when we were able to finally get it right, the sky's the limit. We won the championship in their home dome, and everybody was mad because we dethroned a champion of 6 years, but we did it in 4 months because we stuck together as a team and as individuals, right? So after this win, I'm at almost a peak. Like I said, this is one of the happiest moments I am, because, like I said, we came together with a bunch of strangers and really created brothers, created a family, right? After we won the championship, we get back to Arizona, and the coach tells us we got a week to get out of the housing, because the coaches take care of the housing for us in this league. And so a week after this ultimate high I'm back in my room in Milwaukee at home. I had been through all this, trying to get there, motivation, pushing, just to end up back in my room. And it was like, what do I have to do? What do I have to do to catch a break? Yeah, in the end, I did get my degree, but I learned that it was just a secondary thing. Like I said, when I went back to school, I didn't really have a passion for it. My passion was for football. And I kind of just did school on the side. But when you try to take away what I really love to do, it wasn't, nah, school, this doctor, nah, that's not what I truly see my passion in. So I'm sitting in my room, don't really know what to do with my degree. Just know that I have one, but it's not gonna get me to where I want to go. I'm gonna have to go back to school, 8 years, thousands of dollars, hundred thousands of dollars in school debt to get to where I want to be. So I'm just turned off to that right now. Like that isn't me. That isn't what I see for myself. So went through 5 months back home. It was tough, but I mean, tough. I love being around my family. But there's always that other side. Like you love being around your family. You love being where you are. We love being comfortable, but at the same time, we know we have to grow. And I knew I had to grow. Um, so I came down to Arizona, and I literally remember specifically driving through Colorado because I love it. I love the mountains; it's beautiful to me. But specifically driving through Colorado and just talking to God, saying, I don't know what there is out there, but just show me something. I trust in you. And if you are for me, who can be against me? Truly. And for me, it's easier to walk by faith than by sight. It truly is. If we only only operate off the things that we see visually, then we'll never get to where we want to be in mentally, So I made that decision to kind of just step outside the box and really, really be out here and put myself out here. And that's when I was introduced to Abby, who just introed the call, and really didn't know much about her. I saw a couple Snapchats. She was traveling the world, and I'm like, you look like you're living your dreams. Like, why do I not have this? She's younger than me. Like, that don't make sense. Like, I worked hard. Like, I'm not saying she didn't work hard, but I know I put in work. And I was just like, hey, what's up? You gotta tell me. And she was like, yeah, no problem. When I get back, I'll let you know. And wow, she presented to me, showed me the plan, and I was shocked. I was like, wow, I was looking for a mentor, and I was looking for something that can allow me to do what I truly want to do, which is serve people, which is help people, which is why I originally wanted to be a doctor and later got turned off to it just because of the pharmaceutical companies and industry. That's a whole different conversation. But I wanted to help people. And that's what she was doing for me. She was helping me get out of this rut, out of this situation where I felt stuck. I didn't know where to go. And then she welcomed me and start introducing me to other people. She start introducing me to a team that's not a sports team. And that was a weird dynamic for me. It's like we're not in the locker room together. We not, but we're still a team. It was a weird dynamic for me, and hard for me to really work with. Furthermore, just because of the openness of everyone, and the willingness from everyone to reach out and really help you. Where I come from, people don't do that. Where I come from, if people have more money or have more success than you, they're gonna let you know that, and they're gonna try to keep you in that position. So it was weird for me kind of opening up and being like, okay, like these people really are on your team. Like they trust you. They want to see you succeed. And when I started opening up to that is when I really started seeing progress in my life and doing personal development and allowing that to really change me for a better. It's funny because I'll always remember this from college. We used to have this saying on the football team. It was "You changed, bro. Like you changed." And like whenever someone would have success and they would get recognition for that, people would just be like, "Oh, you changed, bro. Like you different." Just a joking matter. But this really was a change that was needed, a change in a positive direction. And it doesn't matter if anyone says you changed. You say, yeah, I'm right. I had to change. I had to grow to get where I want to be, or else we're going to be stuck where we are forever. Right. So really just the importance of the strength in the team. And I was really thinking about this because I was talking with Abby and really thinking about the word team. And I was like, team, what can I do cool with team? And when I was thinking more, it's like, okay, well, a team has trust. So I like the T, trust each other. A team is a group of individuals, right? And move, right? Trust each other and move. I was like, okay, okay, I like that. So where are we moving? Where are we going? We're going to the goal. We're going to the goal. And I think everybody on this goal, on this call, is here for the same goal. We all have different dreams, different aspirations, but we're here for the same goal. And I think that goal is financial freedom, right? And we can achieve that financial freedom in different ways through this platform alone. Okay, we can receive financial freedom for building or from trading, which I love because it's an independent basis. But you're working, you have education, so they say you're in this for yourself, but you're never by yourself. But I don't even think that's true because I believe we have such a support system just from I Am Master Academy alone that you're never alone in the trading. There are always go live educators. There's always information to be looked up to be found. So if you're alone, it's only when you're pushing that button by yourself. But you have so much backing behind it, so much knowledge that you're not really alone. And when you make a call and when you prospect, you have a team behind you. You have all these members of a team that have all these different experiences. So if you're talking to someone from a different background than you, or you just don't know what to say, you have all these people that you can tap into and help you grow as an individual and help you grow as a person. So if you really have to use that though. I remember when I first started, I felt like I couldn't say anything because maybe I didn't have the value. Like I didn't have the value that I needed, and other people were maybe more intelligent than me, or they had this and I didn't have that. But um, the more you pour into the team, the more you grow as an individual and the more others grow around you. Okay. So it's kind of like a snowball effect. Okay. The more you pour in, other people are going to pour in and you all are going to grow together. And that's how a team really ends up accomplishing their goal. Okay. You have to step outside yourself. Okay. To become something greater than you. Okay, and they were talking about this on the call yesterday, and it just completely blew my mind because it's like when you have a mission that is bigger than yourself, and that is what a team is. A true team is having a mission that is bigger than yourself. So you may have to sacrifice a little of your personal ego for the greater good. Okay, nobody's asking you to make sacrifices in this though. The only sacrifices, we're asking you to make is to step outside your comfort zone to become that better person that you ultimately want to be. Okay. So it's all just working together and growing and growing. I don't want to be on here just preaching, but I guess the final statement that I have is we always used to say this, and I really had to once again just really dive deep into what it truly is, and it was stay close to the campfire. Okay, stay close to the campfire. I know when I first got started, I was close. I would come close for a little bit, then back out, then come close, and have my personal success. And I don't need to be by the campfire. And we have to go to another event, man. They always got events, and it's all there. Everybody, we all say the same thing. It's all. But when I really was like, I had to drop my ego. That's all ego. That's all ego, just getting in the way of me growing into who I want to become. So I started plugging in. I started getting around the campfires. I started getting around all the calls that I was qualified to be on. I hate that word because I know I'm qualified to be on every call. Okay. I have the ability to be on every call, but you have to put in the work. You have to get there. You have to get the recognition. So it's about putting in that work and staying close to the campfire, right? Because only good things happen around a campfire, right? I mean, unless somebody ends up in the campfire, but that's a different topic. So, good things happen around the s'mores, of course, desserts, dinners, and more so even stories, the the words that are shared around the campfire. Those are the powerful things that I think we sometimes lose track of, and the words that we tell ourselves. Okay, what are the words that are just in the back of your head? on a consistent basis, are they positive words? Are they words of healing? You know, somebody once told me that people are unable to heal because they don't have the vocabulary that allows them to heal. They don't have the right words. There's so much negativity in the words that they use, in things that they say, that they can't even grow and be healthy. Okay? So the words that we share are so important, and we need to share positive words with each other as a team, because, there's one day I might be down. I just down in the dumps, maybe I lost a trade, something happened to me in the family, and, Eric, something's going great with you. If I don't hear your great story, then I'm going to be in the dumps for one more day. Okay? Because nobody pulled me out of it. And that's what a team is about. It's about moving along and pulling each other along. And when I'm down, you're up. And when you're up, I'm up. But we're all going on a trend. Everybody knows what a trend is. There's always pullbacks, but we're always going on the way up. Okay? So stay close to the campfire, make the s'mores, tell the stories. And I guess one more quote from Matt Rosa. He said this yesterday on the call, and it really, because we've been talking about words, and I personally have been talking about words and looking into words and reading the Bible more, because I truly believe that the earth was created with words. So how powerful are they? If they can create the world, they can create your world. They can control your world, but we have to use them. So Matt Rosa said, words cast spells. And I mean, everybody knows this. Alakazoo, Alakazam, we know these things, that words cast spells, but do we use them? Do we use them in a positive way? Or do we just, this really comes to mind is, people always used to say when I was a kid, like, can't shouldn't be in your definition, like in your vocab. Awesome. I agree. But what's the other end of that? Like, can we add some positive words in there? I will achieve. I am great. Like, let's add some positivity instead of just saying don't be negative. Be positive. Be the growth that you want to see. Okay. So he said that words cast spells, and what you speak is what you believe, and you give yourself the permission to achieve. What you speak is what you believe, and you give yourself the permission to achieve. Oh my goodness, that gives me goosebumps. That gives me goosebumps, okay? If we speak what we want, then we are able to achieve. If we just thinking about it, yeah, I'm gonna get, no, speak it. I am going to be a chairman. I am going to be financially independent. We have to speak these things to give them power, because when they're just in our head, it's back there, it's there, but it's not out there for everyone to know, to everyone to see. So with that, man, wake up every morning, say your affirmations. I am great. I am a chairman. I am a trader. I am financially free. I am success. Okay, so with that, I'm done with my rant. I hope everyone enjoyed the call. Everybody, I'm gonna turn it over to Abby from now, and let's run this up. Stay close to the campfire. Stay communicating with each other, and stay growing.
Brother, you crushed that thing. That was, I don't know about y'all, hope y'all, I've got a page full of notes. Team call with Josh Gordon. Let's get it, y'all. I am so pumped up. I'm so fired up, and I'm so grateful you came on here and you just poured into everybody, because I got a lot from that. I hope that you guys did as well. I actually wanted to ask you a question. If you could maybe piggyback on something that you kind of talked about. You basically were sharing a lot about the campfire and the team. Obviously, that's what this topic was. But I know just from conversations, I think a lot of the times, we have a lot of people in our group chat, and we see the same people usually coming on these calls, right? And I think a lot of the times, those that aren't necessarily building the business, they're just focused on trading. I only know this because I've had these conversations, but they don't necessarily feel like, coming on these calls they're a part of a team, or they should be a part of the team, if that makes sense, because they're only trading. And if you could just maybe drop some of your perspective on that aspect, because I think we both can agree, you know, you don't have to be building the business to be a part of this team. You can get so much more out of it, and how that benefits you on your journey as a trader. If you could just touch on that, that would be awesome.
For sure, for sure. Well, I mean, most of us have. It looks like most of us have been kind of on the platform for a little bit. So, most of us should know that trading is psychology, right? So, if we're not hearing these positive words and we're just all in our head and all in our thoughts, and don't have the support of the group or the team, or just motivation. I went into the store the other day, and a guy asked me how I was doing. But when people ask you how you're doing, but you really know, like, they want you to ask them, like, you can tell something's going on. And I was like, oh, I'm doing good. How you doing? He's like, oh, I'm doing okay. Didn't really want to talk on it. And before I left the store, I just said, hey man, everything's gonna be okay. And he just kind of, his face lit up. He said, hey, I needed that. And I think that same thing can be said with trading. Just the little things. It's the little things. Having that motivation, having that because I think when everybody gets off the call, you feel fired up. You feel a little charged up. You feel a little bit more energy for what you have to do. So be it building, be it trading, you'll have more energy, more zest to get out and do what has to be done.
Love that, bro. I love that. And that's exactly what these calls are, and kind of really designed to do, is to recharge you, to reaffirm a lot of the positivity that, we know we should be doing and focusing and honing in on. And this honestly, these calls, we do them once a week for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes max, where we come together and we can really build our belief and take this information with the intention to apply, build better habits, build a better, more resilient mindset. So that way, when we go on the charts, or we're in different situations that maybe we haven't experienced before, or the unexpected, we're ready, we're prepared, and we can take that stuff and really see that in fruition. So Josh, brother, I appreciate you. Guys, I don't have any much more to say. He covered this so well. So after this call, y'all just send Josh a little takeaway, a little note, say, thank you, man. We appreciate you for coming on here. The only other thing I was going to ask you is if you could just make me host really quick. I just want to share my screen so you guys can see this. Does everybody have the welcome doc? It's like the Google Doc that we send out to everyone. Does everybody have that? Is there somebody that does not have it? If you don't, let me know. Let somebody know.
Me.
Okay.
Anthony?
Okay, yeah. Cool, man. We'll send it to you. We'll make sure that you guys get this. I'll drop it in the family chat after this. We use this, us as the leaders and everybody that we get started. We send this out to every single person because it's a great way to just leverage all the resources, all the tools that we have access to, and it kind of keeps everything organized. So as you go along your trading journey, 3 months in, 6 months in, 12 months in, whatever, everything is already here. We actually just updated a couple things on here. So if you're new, or if you want to make sure that you're staying on track, click right here, new traders start here, click on this link, take you right there. But something you guys can really tap into if you haven't seen this already are these resources right here. Mike Soltero, Chairman 25, incredible trader out of Miami. He does like a 5-minute video on the compound effect and how it takes place in trading. This is a great video to watch. And then if you're not familiar with the cash flow quadrant, and even if you are, give this another watch. This is going to completely shift your mindset, your perspective on not just how money works, but really how to get it to work for you, financial literacy. And that's really what this is all about. And last part of this is Nick Gomez. He's a Go Live educator for cryptocurrencies, and he's known for the Swipe Coin app that he's on. And he actually did a call with Jason Brown, Chairman 750, just this past week on the future of cryptocurrencies, more specifically diving into different cryptos like Bitcoin, which is literally peaking at 12K right now. So that gets me fired up. If you don't know anything about cryptocurrencies, you don't really know where to start. This call, it is about 30 minutes. Take some time this week, today, if you have it, and watch it. Nick goes very detailed, but also very simplified in kind of what cryptocurrency is and how you can take advantage of it through the academy and everything. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate you guys. Josh, we appreciate you big time for coming on here. And just to recap, this coming week, Monday through Friday, as always, we do have live Zoom overviews. So if you know anybody that is on your heart that you know should probably get in front of what we've got going on, invite them to the calls. Y'all know we post about it every day in the chats. The link's right there. Get them on. We give them a great overview of what we got going on, and they can be a part of this and rock with you. And the last thing, the next Zoom to Success call, we actually already have it lined up. It's one of my greatest friends, one of my best friends. She's out in Australia. She's been trading for, I think it's going to be 5 years this coming fall. And if you guys have ever seen the movie Wolf of Wall Street, she actually used to work for Jordan Belfort. So she's got great insight, huge perspective, big nuggets on trading. I mean, her trading success is absolutely through the roof. She'll be able to kind of share that with you guys on the call. So make sure you guys come. Feel free to invite not just your team, obviously, but yes, this call is going to be insane. I've seen her throw down. I've seen her speak, and she just lifts you, continually. So I'm really excited. You guys, we're going to see each other all this week. Stay tuned. Stay blessed. And I'll talk to you guys very soon.